Hey guys, so it's kind of late, at least it's late for me. And I don't have my makeup done or my hair on or anything, but I just wanted to post a quick video trying to explain my thoughts on this whole playoff situation. Um, and I'm not really sure what my thoughts are, so I'll try to make it short, and it's going to be a little bit rambling, probably. Um, and I don't know if I'll be able to get my thoughts across clearly or not. Um, but when I first saw that Alex was leaving the league, I I think I posted a joke like, "Oh, you should give his playoff spot to the person who he just beat or whatever." And it really was just a joke. Um, and I don't think that joke was like the reason that people actually started considering that idea. I'm sure it was in consideration anyway. But I never really wanted this, and no one's given me like any indication to feel this way necessarily. But I worry that people have this idea in their head that when I heard the news that Alex was leaving the league and that I was being considered to like come back into the playoffs, I got this pretty probably irrational fear that people were thinking, "Oh, she must be so happy right now. She must just be so excited to be back in the playoffs." And I was worried that people were going to start thinking badly of me. Um, Even though I have nothing to do with any of this. But when I started thinking about it more, and we were all talking about all the different options. I I really didn't know what I wanted, I guess. Um, because it's gonna sound kind of silly. Sorry, something popped up. I don't think you can see it. It's gonna sound kind of silly, but when I battled Alex last week, I, you know, obviously made mistakes. And, just really dumb mistakes. And I was really hard on myself after, and I'm fine with people, like telling me what went wrong and talking about it. Like, I can take that criticism, like, that's okay. But I was still pretty hard on myself, and I was very upset with myself because in those situations you'd almost rather lose. Like, I think I honestly would have rather have lost, like, at the end to a hydro pump miss, or like a crit, or just something like that, something that was beyond my control. But this was totally within my control, and I don't know, it was a hard loss, but I got over it pretty quickly. And I act like this is the end of the world. It's not like the end of the world or anything, but when something negative happens, and again, not like it's the worst thing to lose a playoffs match, I don't think that. But when something negative happens, it's just in my character, I guess, to try to see the good in it. And so, of course, right after I lost, I was obviously very salty. I guess I don't know if salty's correct when it's your own fault, but I was really mad at myself and upset. But then I started doing what I always do, and I started to look for the good in it, and I thought, well, now I don't have to stress out about playoffs anymore. Like, it'll be nice to relax and just enjoy playoffs and be on Team Kyle. And I don't want to say that I was happy that I lost, because that's ridiculous. I absolutely was not happy, but I was definitely seeing the silver lining, and I had made like myself at peace. Most of us, we've all lost games, and a lot of us have lost playoff games, either this season or in past seasons. And it's not really fun to... I don't really want to relive that, I guess, is one of my concerns with being back in the playoffs. And again, not like it's the end of the world, not like I'm reliving something super terrible or traumatic. I don't want anyone to think that I think that. But I had made it to playoffs, and then I lost. And that was that. And now I'm back. And I'm not, and not to just assume that I'm gonna lose to Frozen, but, because I'm not assuming that. But I was just kind of done, I was done with the season. And so I hope that people don't have it in their minds that when the news broke that Alex was leaving, that I was like really gunning for his playoff spot. Because honestly, when I saw the announcement like 15, 20 minutes ago, because I didn't know what I thought. I was like, well, when they decide this, because, I knew that the council or whatever was voting on it, I thought, I don't know what I want. Like, because, yeah, it's cool to be back in playoffs, but people are going to be annoyed at me. People are going to be voicing their opinions. I'm already seeing, people now and people earlier before the decision were just talking about I shouldn't be in playoffs, and, like, I can appreciate that, because I shouldn't be. And I don't know. This is not how I want to be in playoffs. And I wasn't sure how I would feel about it. And then I saw the announcement. And not to seem ungrateful, but I'm kind of disappointed. I don't really want to be in playoffs. And I know some of you are thinking, well, why didn't she just, like, tell us that she doesn't want to be in playoffs? Like, why didn't she just withdraw her name from consideration? And it's because there was no good answer to this. I wanted the council to figure out the most fair answer, because if I withdrew my name from playoffs, it's not like everything is 100% fair after that, because then the winner of Frozen versus King, which turned out to be Frozen, they just get not a free, definitely not free, but they get a bye right into playoffs, and that's could be considered like not fair for the people who, battled to make it into playoff or to finals. I'm just all over the place. There was never going to be a 100% fair way. I understand that me making it into playoffs wasn't fair, but I don't think anyone can say that it was 100% fair for just the winner of Frozen versus King to just automatically make it into finals. And so I personally wouldn't have a problem with that. I just wanted it to be up to the council. I didn't want to withdraw my name and then have that decision be forced, or to make that decision, I don't know. I probably should have just withdrew my name. I've been stressed out all day over this, and I know it's silly, because it's not my fault. I don't want to be in playoffs, and I don't want to be, like, presumptuous again, saying that I'm definitely going to lose or that I'm definitely going to win, but if I say we're to beat Frozen, I mentioned it in the comments earlier, it wouldn't be unreasonable, and I'm not saying Frozen, I'm saying just anybody in general, it wouldn't be unreasonable for people to think, she already lost playoffs. That's not fair. I don't know, guys, I don't want to seem ungrateful, but I didn't I didn't really want this, so this video is already 10 minutes, and I said I was going to try to keep it short. I don't really know where I'm going from here, but I kind of wanted to update you guys on just my thoughts on the situation. I thought it'd be easier to explain in a video rather than try to express myself in a message, especially because I've been told that I can come off kind of sarcastic in writing. So that's all. Alright guys. See ya. I just wanted to add on something real quick, because I was about to upload the video, and I don't want people to think that I'm trying to get, like, some sort of weird pity or something. Like, I can see people watching this video and then being like, oh, poor thing, she's in playoffs. Wah, wah. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm not trying to get anyone to feel bad for me for being in playoffs again. I just wanted you guys to know what my thoughts were. Okay.